Imagine a cooked human corpse. Oh my God, really? Come on, Vadim. Hello, 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 Transurfer and the Transurfing Curious. My name is Renee Garcia, guys, and this is TransurfingTV. And today on TransurfingTV, one of the Hacking the Technogenic lessons, you guys. I'm actually going to, I'm not going to throw in my 2 cents on this one. My voice is going a little bit, so please excuse me if I have some vocal stuff going on. I'm going to just be the messenger here and deliver this message. These lessons have been a little bit challenging for me. There's certain parts about them, as you have heard me talk about in the past, that are rubbing me the wrong way. They're a little dogmatic, and there's some stuff that I don't necessarily agree with, but for the sake of continuity and everyone that has participated in making this project possible, I'm going to, do my share, which is read the lesson, and I'll let you judge for yourself. If you are liking these lessons, please comment it below so I can have a little boost of I can see that my time and energy and everyone else's time and energy is going to you so you can benefit. Please give us a little encouraging words here to keep going, and please do all this stuff to this channel and this video. Like it, comment, subscribe, join us on the Facebook group, the International Transurfing Institute Facebook group Pendulum. Our shirts, links below, courses. Follow me on Instagram, reality_transurfing. Visit our website, transurfing.us. It's a groovy website that I'm very happy with, and I'm definitely curious to hear your thoughts on the new site, so go and check it out. And yes, with that, I will get started. Day 21, or chapter 21 rather, life is not chemistry in a test tube. Question. Doctors say that we cannot dispense with dairy products because our teeth will be damaged and our hair will fall out. So what is the condition of your teeth and hair? Answer. The old and popular presto, something that appears or happens so quickly or easily that it seems to be magic about the source of calcium, is that it comes from milk and its derivatives. It was not the farm owners or doctors who spread this rumor, as they merely acknowledged it, but the producers and traders, because they needed to compel consumers to unhesitatingly open their wallets to buy. Products and merchants are mighty institutions capable of creating any legend. But if, for some reason, the production and trade of dairy products were to become a useless and unprofitable activity, rest assured that they would play a new piece of music that is very convincing and rational to be accepted and trusted by all. They will not find it difficult to find someone to perform this song with high efficiency, starting with the stars of advertisement shows and ending with teachers in universities and institutes. Consumers will listen and marvel about how brilliant and clever this new presto is. Then they will take their wallets and go to the supermarket. You must remember that all this will be organized with intelligence and comprehensiveness, and that this is what is actually happening. Besides the play and songs, they will also make up horrific stories, such as, if you don't use our products, your hair will fall out, and you will find yourself pulling out your nails because they will sink into the flesh of your fingers. And if you don't consume enough of our nourishing products, you will find yourself in the hands of an evil dentist with a tooth extraction tool. And if you continue to be stubborn and think that you can live without our highly nutritional products, imagine what a huge disaster it will be for you. All your bones will be damaged. You will find yourself moving like a reptile while everyone else who radiates health and beauty will stand around you carrying in their hands cups of our magical product. Is this what you want to become? No, no, no. And I don't want this to happen to me. So you must use our natural product as much as you can. They also make other superstitions to slander and ridicule visions and teachings that do not fit their purpose. Personally, I give my trust in nature because it does not look for benefits. It does not make music or offer to deceive the consumer. In nature, only newborns are fed on milk and they only have their mother's milk. I also test everything for myself. When I gradually removed animal products from my system and replaced them with plants, my dental problems disappeared without any help from my dentist. I was already suffering from other problems with some of my teeth. They fell out spontaneously and naturally without pain. After that, I got new teeth. This phenomenon happens to those who eat a variety of meals that contain all the necessary nutritional value. As for my hair, it is as thick and strong as it was when I was young. Gray has not yet invaded it, even though I have long passed the age of gray hair. You know what, Vadim? Dude, I'm calling bullshit on this. I met you in person and you had gray hair. Maybe you went to the raw diet and your hair turned from gray back to black. I don't know, but I remember you being quite salt and peppery, actually. And the same is true for my eyebrows. In a previous period of my life, the signs of aging in my body appeared clearly. My teeth were worn, wrinkles were visible on my face, my hair was graying, and other signs of aging. I discovered later that stopping and reversing the aging process is possible. It was only after certain herbs became dominant in my diet that I was able to discover this. It has become clear that adherence to the laws of nature awakens the body's regenerative abilities. If not the whole body, then at least most of the body regenerates and returns to its normal state. Okay, so I'll take that back a little bit about, calling you out on the gray hair stuff. I do absolutely agree that aging can be reversed. I'm almost 42 years old. I look 10 years younger now than I looked 10 years ago, right? So I'm definitely experiencing what he's talking about here with aging being reversed. I don't believe that it is for, I'm not on the raw diet, right? But I've found what works for me. And this is what I compel everyone to do. And I've said it time and time again, choose your own food thing. Do your own thing. Find what works for you. Don't buy into something hook, line, and sinker because somebody tells you to. Find what works for you. And if you see signs of aging reversing, then it is working for you, right? I emphasized once that it is not wise to go to extremes or to overdo it, and the diet must be varied and contain a high nutritional value. It also must not be overly austere. Some people, as soon as they hear about the miracles of natural food, abstain from everything else and only eat apples. The transition to a natural feeding diet should be done gradually and naturally. The basic principle is do not limit the input of foods and do not abstain from them, but replace them with other foods. And do not rush to dispense with cheese, milk, eggs, and olive oil. If you feel that you are not ready for this, always remember that the distinctive nutritional value is not only in vegetables and fruits, but is also found in leafy plants, grains, and seaweed. It contains vitamins, minerals, and other nutritional values. Leafy plants are dozens of times superior to fruits. However, you will not be able to eat a lot of herbs because their taste is unappetizing and preparation requires a lot of efforts. But cocktails and soups can be made from leafy plants. Question. I am 22 years old. I actively and effectively play sports, exercise in a bodybuilding gym and follow a natural diet? Where can I get the protein needed for muscle growth? My mom is a doctor who says that without animal protein, muscles will not grow effectively. Answer: of course your mother is right, as you will not find in nature any mother who feeds meat to a young calf or a tiger who feeds her child with grass. The topic here is, who are you? What did they feed you? And for what were you prepared? Why does a person lose weight when he abstains from eating cooked foods and animal products and switches to live and uncooked vegetarian foods, especially if the switch happens suddenly? Here we are faced with two processes. First, the living food does not block the detoxification mechanism like cooked dead food does. Instead, it gives freedom. Food that was killed by fire has lost its nutritional value and has almost become poisoned food. Cooked food is by nature poisoned food, and that which is dead bears nothing but death. Jesus Christ. Judge for yourself. What carries life and what carries death by comparing living substance with dead substance. For some reason, we well understand the difference between a living being and a corpse, such as a dead corpse or a withered and dead plant. Death itself is an ugly sight, so how could it be appetizing? I don't know. I mean, I ate some cooked food last night and it was really fucking good. But for some reason, as soon as we sit down at the table, we forget all this because of the power of habit, which has its roots in the time of our birth. It is this ready-made stereotype that we have inherited and shaped. We have been molded by a social incubator. Imagine a cooked human corpse. Oh my God, really? Come on, Vadim. This is getting out of control. Have you ever seen one? Do you find it disgusting to imagine? So what is the difference between this and the sight of a cooked chicken? Oh boy, we will not speak much about the difference between what is alive and what is dead, but just think, what does the body find itself compelled to do with dead food? Nature could not expect to see the sight of one of its creatures killing his power with fire, but nevertheless, it has taken the necessary precautions and equipped him with a large reserve and capacity for resistance. We are perfect and more powerful than any other animal. If animals did everything that man does in excess and in violation of the laws of nature, they would not continue to survive. If in such a situation the body finds itself compelled to digest the dead food with this attitude imposed on it, it has no other choice. It deals with the situation with some degree of success because it has the ability and readiness to deal with cases of excess, but at the same time is not ready for this state of excess to continue indefinitely. Do you realize this fact? The body is not always in the required shape to get rid of dead food waste. Food is not just raw chemical substances or a mixture of necessary molecules or substances, and the body is not just a chemical laboratory which manufactures substances from raw material. Life is not just a combination of chemical reactions. The issue here is more complex and immeasurable. Even science, which is not yet been able to explain the essence of life, affirms this vision. The living must be subsisted on the living. This is the absolute law of nature. Of all living creatures, plants are the only ones capable of taking nutrients directly from minerals. They only feed on living minerals and do not feed on dead minerals. Try to uproot a house flower from a pot full of soil, roast it in the oven, and then plant it. What will happen? It will die because the dead bears nothing but death. The flower does not have the reserves that man has in order to be able to digest the dead and turn it into living matter. We will summarize the rest of the chapter through the following points. 1, I will say again that life is not chemistry in a test tube. With every meal of dead food, a person loses a part of his energy. This energy, according to the level of progress that science has reached today, is the energy of living yeasts. But that is not all, and the issue is much more complicated. Living yeasts are not just chemical reactions. They are also living substances that possess light and a luminous aura. They remain alive for some time in the body after their souls leave. The body finds itself compelled to get rid of waste products resulting from dead food randomly, because the body's precautions do not allow it to get rid of all waste products. Blood in this case receives the living and the dead, and that is, you know what, I'm just gonna stop. I can't read this anymore. I know this is probably like, I'll put all the stuff below the points, but yeah, I'm not feeling this at all. I can't endorse or promote this. What works for somebody may not necessarily work for someone else, period. And, you know, I don't know why this is triggering me so hard, but I think it's because I feel as though I'm not being offered information here. I'm being scolded and shamed for something that I feel works for me and has been a source of vitality for me. I'm on the keto diet, or, you know, for the most part I am. Again, last night I had a pizza, right? I try to do protein and I consume a lot of raw dairy throughout the day, starting in the morning, almost no carbs. Sometimes in the evenings, I will eat a carbohydrate meal or indulge or have something fun to eat. But my primary staples and how I eat throughout the day have really taken my life to the next level. And to come up against such, you know, like harsh words for something that I feel personally works for me, to the extent that I feel as though I'm being shamed for eating a specific way, I'm not going for it. So like I said, I'm going to post the rest of these points in the description below. You can check them out if you were enjoying that lesson. I'm sorry that I'm not going to proceed with the rest of it. And you know what? I'm just gonna say it here before I end the video. I'm not gonna do any of these live or raw food things anymore. We have the Hacking the Technogenic System Cliff Note email series that you can opt into, or you will get one of these a day until the entire thing is done, and you can read it for yourself. But I'm not going to participate in doing any more talks on live or raw food or talking against other ways of eating. So sorry for the abrupt ending of this one, you guys. I'm not into it. I'm not doing it. I hope you can respect that. And I will continue to do these lessons. If they don't have anything to do with food, I will read them and go through them ahead of time and make certain that there are no more live food ones. But curious to hear your comments on this. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.